Hello friends, welcome you all. In the last lecture, we were discussing about the current trends in agri-allied activity, and in that lecture, we have seen and discussed about the dairy sector of Indian agricultural sector. Today, we are going to discuss the food processing sector. Food processing sector is an important sector in agri-allied sector. So what is the status of what is the current status, and what are the challenges, government initiatives, and what is the road ahead for this sector? We are going to analyze in this particular lecture. In the introduction, we can say that the Indian food industry is posed for a huge growth, increasing its contribution to world food trade every year. In India, the food sector has emerged as a high growth and high profit sector due to its immense potential for value addition, particularly within the food processing industry, accounting for about 32% of the country's total food market. And the government of India has been instrumental in the growth and development of the food processing industry. The government, through the Ministry of Food Processing Industries, is making all efforts to encourage investment in the business. It has approved proposal for joint venture, foreign collaboration, and industrial licenses, and 100% export oriented units for this sector. We can say that the market size of the Indian food and grocery market is the world's sixth largest market size, with retail contributing 70% of the sales, and the Indian food processing industry accounts for 32% of the country's total food market. Investment, under the investment heading, we can say that the according to the data provided by the Department of Industrial Policies and Promotion, that is we called it DIPP, the food processing sector in India has received around US dollar 7.54 billion worth of foreign direct investment during the period of April 2000 March 2017. In this period, around US dollar 7.54 billion worth of FDI received in this sector. This is the growth happened in this FDI inflow in the recent period. We are going to analyze in the next few slides. We can observe and see the current status and growth of food processing sector. During the last 5 years, ending 2018-19, food processing industry has been growing at an average annual growth rate of around 9.99%, as compared to around 3.12% in agriculture and 8.25% in the manufacturing at 2011-12 prices. This is the base year. Around the Indian food processing industry have good growth compared to agricultural sector and manufacturing sector. Food processing sector has also emerged as an important segment of the Indian economy in terms of its contribution to GDP also, and in the employment and investment also. This sector constitutes as much as 8.98% of gross value added in manufacturing in 2018-19 at 2011-12 prices. This figure, we can see and observe the present and comparative performance of food processing industry. This is the gross value added in of this sector. You can see the share of this sector is increasing, and again it slowed down. Green line shows the share of the gross value added of FVI in manufacturing, and the red line shows the growth of gross value added in FVP, and FVP means food processing industry, and blue color line shows the share of the gross value addition of the food processing industry in country's gross value addition. If you see the share of gross value added in the country's gross value added, it's flat, and it is same in the same over the years from 2012 to from 2012-13 to 2018-19. If you see the share of the gross value added of food processing industry in manufacturing, it is also same from 2012-13 to 2018-19. But the growth of gross value added in the food processing industry is increasing. It was 2% in 2013-14, about 2% in the 2014-15, and if you see in 2015-16, it is at the peak 17%, and then it is declined, and it is now around 7 to 8% in 2018-19. What are the new initiatives taken by the Government of India in the food processing sector? Formalization of first steps Government of India have taken is the formalization of micro food processing enterprises. Under the Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan, Ministry of Food Processing Industries has launched a new centrally sponsored schemes. Prime Minister formalization of micro food processing enterprises with a total outlay of 10,000 crores over the period 2020-25. The scheme is expected to benefit 2 lakh micro food processing units through credit linked subsidy. The scheme adopts one district, one product approach to reap benefit of scale in terms of procurement of inputs, availing common services, and marketing of the products. The state needs to identify one food product per district, keeping in view the existing clusters and availability of the raw material. Support for common infrastructure and branding and marketing would be for that product. The scheme also places focus on waste to wealth products, minor forest product, and aspirational districts. Second initiative taken by the government, the same scheme we are analyzing. Existing individual micro food processing unit desirous of upgradation of their unit can avail credit link capital subsidy at the rate 35% of the eligible project cost with a maximum ceiling of 10 lakh per unit. Seed capital is provided 40,000 for self-help group members, would be provided for working capital and purchase of small tools. Then FPOs, small help groups, self-help group producers comparatives would be provided credit link grant of 35% of the eligible project cost for capital investment along the value chain. Support would be provided through credit link grant at the rate 35% of the eligible product cost for development of common infrastructure, including common processing facility, lab, warehouse, cold storage, packaging, and incubation center through FPO, SJGs, cooperative or state-owned agencies, or private enterprises for use by micro units in the cluster. Support for marketing and branding would be provided at 2 micro units and groups within 50% grant at the state or regional level. which could benefit large number of micro units in the clusters. 35 states, Union territories recommended ODOFs for 137 unique products in 703 districts of 650 districts in 34 states, and Union territories have already been approved. Second scheme is Operation Greens. Ministry of Food Processing Industry is implementing a central sector scheme, Operations Greens. This scheme is for integrated development of tomato, onion and potato value chain to provide support to farmers when prices of agri-produce is low. This scheme is not meant for intervention in the market during price rise under the short-term price stabilization measures of the scheme. There is a provision for 50% subsidy on cost of transportation and storage for evacuation of surplus production from producing area to the consumption center during the glut situation. By November 2020, 5 approved projects, 2 for tomato in Andhra Pradesh and Gujarat, 2 for onion in Gujarat and Maharashtra, and 1 for potato in Gujarat, are under implementation for long-term integrated value chain creation. Under the Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan, this scheme has been extended from tomato, onion and potato crops to the other notified horticulture crops for a period of 6 months. Transport subsidy has been allowed on any fruit and vegetable through any rail service provided by Indian Railways. Next scheme is production linked incentives scheme. Government gave its approval in November 2020 to introduce the production linked incentives, that is PLI scheme in 10 key area sectors, including food processing sector for enhancing India's manufacturing capabilities and improving exports. The approved financial outlay for this production linked incentive scheme in food processing is 10,900 crores. The food segments identified includes ready to eat, ready to cook marine products, processed fruits and vegetables, mozzarella cheese and innovative organic products of small and medium enterprises. The scheme would also support the branding and the marketing abroad. Next scheme is Pradhan Mantri Kisan Sampada Yojana, that is PMKSY. Under the umbrella scheme Pradhan Mantri Kisan Sampada Yojana, the ministry is implementing various component schemes which inter alia includes: number 1, mega food parks, integrated cold chain and value addition infrastructure, infrastructure for agro processing clusters, creation of backward and forward linkages. What is backward and forward linkages? Backward and forward linkages are the employment or the services created by a main project. For example, suppose one factory established, then it requires raw material, then some backward services, the services at back, for example raw material, the labors, then all the things which required to produce a product. And what are the forward linkages? The forward linkages are after establishment of a factory or a business, some employments or services creates or get created, that is transportation, then packaging, then marketing, banking, etc. So these are called and these forward and backward linkages creates employment opportunities at the back and at the forward area. So it is called backward creation of backward and forward linkages. Creation and expansion of food processing and preservation capacities, and last one is Operation Greens. We can see that under the Pradhan Mantri Kisan Sampada Yojana, under the umbrella scheme, the ministry is implementing various component schemes, which inter alia includes the mega food parks, cold chain, agro processing, etc. The current status of the sanctioned projects and completed or operational projects as on 31st December 2020 may be seen in the table. We can see this data is taken from the Ministry of Food Processing Industry. The current status we have shown here in this table. The name of the scheme in the first column we have mentioned, number of sanctioned project in the second column, and number of completed operational projects in the third column. So mega food parks, 37 projects sanctioned, 21 projects completed and in the operational. Cold chain, 327 projects sanctioned, 210 operational and completed. Agro processing clusters, 55 sanctioned but 0 completed, or there is no number yet operational projects. Unit scheme, 287 sanctioned projects, 44 completed and operational. Backward and forward linkages, 62 sanctioned projects, out of that 21 completed and operational areas. In the operational areas, Operation Greens have 5 sanctioned projects, and the project is not yet completed. Any project is not completed. You can see the total numbers. The total number of sanctioned projects are 773, but out of that 296, around 40%, about near to 30 to 40% completed and in the operational areas. Third scheme is National Mission on Food Processing. The Ministry of Food Processing Industries announced a scheme for human resource development in the food processing sector. The HRD scheme is being implemented through state government. Under the scheme has the following 4 components. Number 1 is creation of infrastructure facilities for degree diploma courses in food processing sector. Second is Entrepreneurship Development Program, EDP. Food Processing Training Centers, that is FPTC. And last, fourth component is training at recognized institution at state and national level. So National Mission on Food Processing scheme has these 4 component, that is creation of infrastructure facilities for education in the food processing sector, degree diploma courses, development of entrepreneurship, food processing training centers, establishment of food processing centers, and a training at the recognized institution at state and national levels. So what is the road ahead, and what is the future of this sector? Going forward, the adoption of food safety and quality assurance mechanisms such as total quality management, including ISO 9000, ISO 22000, hazard analysis and critical control points, good manufacturing practices, and good hygienic practices by the food processing industry offers several benefits. It would enable adherence to stringent quality and hygiene norms, and thereby protect consumer health, prepare the industry to face global competition, enhance product acceptance by overseas buyers, and keep the industry technologically abreast of international best practices. So this is the road ahead for this food processing industry. Friends, that is from my side. Thanks for watching. If you have any queries, then let me know. You can write, you can call, or you can message me. Write your name in the comment box. Thanks for watching. See you in the next lecture.